Alright, so I am super excited to show you what I have gotten accomplished. Turns out animation was slowing me down quite a bit, but now I'm moving pretty quickly compared to how I was doing before. So, I've gotten a few things done. Just a couple of things I want to call out is that obviously this is a work in progress prototype, and this background is unfinished, and you can see there's like some sketchy lines. It's not done yet. There's going to be some changes I'll make because I think I drew this like 6 or 7 months ago at this point. I'm trying to figure out the UI I want to do for this point and click. I'm going to have several command cursors, including walk, look, some sort of use, and pick up. I use some fun, quirky language, some quirky verbs that I might change depending on how this play test basically. But I guess we'll see. I'm undecided on the UI for the actual coursers, and what I mean by that is, do I want it to be the current state, which is you kind of cycle through them by right-clicking, or do I want to have like a coin interface, or do I want to do left and right-click? I'm stuck. So if you have an opinion on that, let me know. But I'm just gonna keep on trucking and work with what I have so far. I think this is fine for prototype purposes. I guess I want to show off my actual cursors that I have. So I have this little silhouette of Topo as the walk 2. I have a little magnifying glass for look at, and it's transparent, so it's not like you actually zoom in on anything when you look through it, but I think it's a cute little tidbit. Next I have fiddle with, which is kind of like use, but I'm worried that it's going to be confusing, so I might change that one. And then I have pocket, which is like pick up, put something in your inventory. Okay, so I'll show you a little bit what I've got going on here. Let's look at the oil painting. My ancient ancestor, Topo Maximus, riding his noble steed. Let's try to fiddle with the oil painting. That's an antique, better not touch it. How about the radio? I'd like to listen to some music. Doesn't seem to be working when you fiddle with it, so maybe that'll be a puzzle. How do you fix the radio? All right, next, let's get out of here. This is Topo's den, but we want to go upstairs to go outside. All right, here we are. You've seen this scene many times before if you've been watching these videos, but let's take a look around. Well, actually, I want to see if there's anything in my inventory. So let me click, I'll press the I key. Okay, here is my inventory so far. I have a to-do list, which I'm planning on having different quests here. There's a little pencil that maybe will be an item that you can use. Here is a map. Whenever I've shown people this, they refer to this as a scroll, so I'm wondering if I should make it look more map-like somehow, or just leave it up to the player to explore and discover that themselves. And then I have my different inventory slots. I don't know actually how many slots I want to have. I'm just going to go with 12 for now. It could be that this is like an infinite inventory, but I don't know yet. And then I'll show you what's going to happen with these areas when I actually pick up an item. All right. So let's look at the telescope. There's a clear night sky. I should take a look up at the stars. I don't want to mess with it. It's set to a perfect angle already. Let's look at these footprints. Huh, that's strange. Red footprints. How about this doormat? I gotta clean this stuff off so I can wipe my feet properly. Seems like Topo might be a little particular about messing things up. Look at porch light. I ought to do something about this light bulb. I think I want to have that light bulb be out, but that's for another day. Look at slide. Maybe we should get some play equipment too. A swing set would be nice. Let's look at the fig. Seriously? The trash can's right there. Yeah, somebody threw a fig on his lawn. That's annoying. What if we fiddle with the fig? It's a bit sticky. Alright, let's pick it up. Alright, it's gone. So let's check our inventory now. Alright, as you can see, here is the fig. And I want to look at it closer. Oh, there it is. Looks like someone took a sizable bite out of this. Why do they have to throw it on my lawn of all places? And that's where I'm at so far. I'm excited about this progress. I think it's feeling and looking like a real life game. There's some bugs still that I need to figure out, but I'm having a lot of fun. And I feel like it's going to be really cool when I actually have a puzzle for people to solve when they playtest. Right now I'm working on the background for when he goes this direction to his neighbor's house, where this neighbor is very protective of her flowers. And then from there, we're gonna go on a little bit more of a journey. So that's my progress so far in the inventory and the coursers. I would love to hear your feedback. My game is starting to look like an actual, real point-and-click adventure game with animated characters, dialogue that has a typewriter effect, an inventory, objects that you can pick up. It's just all coming together. I just want to remind you that I have a giveaway going to celebrate having 100 subscribers. Thanks. I'm giving away this illustration. So there's a Google form that you can fill out in the description of this video. It just asks some basic questions. So you have until July 7th to enter. Next time, my goal is to have the background, a couple of more backgrounds finished, a complete puzzle-ish. Maybe you'll even see multiple characters. Who knows? All right. Have a great rest of your week.